George in the bathroom, when Anna just pushes the door open and walks right in, but she acts like he doesn't even exist. George is thrilled, thinks he finally cracked invisibility. When Anna drops her robe, George can barely contain himself, but she suddenly turns around and tosses the robe right onto his head. By the time he pulls it off, Anna is already sitting in the tub, covered head to toe in bubbles. George gets suspicious, wants to test if she really can't see him, but he's afraid of blowing his cover. So he comes up with a plan. He leans over the tub and starts blowing the bubbles away. After what feels like forever, a little gap finally opens up. George leans in for a closer look, and a long leg suddenly pops out of the water. He slumps in defeat. Turns out he was blowing bubbles off her knee the whole time, planted down the drain. George goes for plan B. He reaches in and pulls the plug on the tub, trying to drain all the water, but the second the level starts dropping, Anna notices something is off. She looks around, then stands straight up and blocks the drain. George just freezes. She was wearing a swimsuit underneath the whole time. Totally crushed, he heads downstairs to mess with his buddies instead. Right then, the mailman shows up at the door. Since nobody else says a word, he hands the letter directly to George. The second George takes it, he can't move, because the mailman can see him. The guy smirks and says, "I really regret laying eyes on a creep." Everyone in the room bursts out laughing. The whole thing was a setup. They were all in on it together. George is so embarrassed he bolts upstairs. Everyone laughs even harder. Anna hears the noise and comes over, complaining that George saw her in a swimsuit, but she didn't get to see him humiliated, so she feels like she got the short end of the stick. George overhears this and gets even more worked up, because technically he still came out on top. That evening, the guys tag along with Anna to go shopping. Every single one of them wants alone time with her, but Anna's brother is absolutely not having it, so the guys hatch a plan to get rid of him. They sneak up behind a martial arts champion and smack him on the head. When the guy spins around, they all point straight at Anna's brother, saying he did it. The brother can't explain his way out of it, and takes off running. With the brother gone, number 4 makes his move. He slips number 1 $500 to drop out of the competition, then tricks George into testing the range of a walkie-talkie, sending him running off into the distance. Now the only one left is number 5, the quiet one who seems totally harmless. Number 4 figures he's got this in the bag, hands 5 another $500 to leave, but he seriously misjudged this guy. Number 5 takes the cash, then says he's just gonna go say goodbye to Anna, and as soon as he sees 4 wave hell take off. But when 5 walks up to Anna, he tells her that 4 wants to be left alone, and she shouldn't bother him. Anna sees 4 waving impatiently in the distance, doesn't question it for a second, and walks off with 5. So 5 ends up winning the prize, a whole shopping trip alone with Anna. But when he gets home all happy about it, he finds his 3 brothers beaten to a pulp. Turns out Anna's brother came back for revenge.